Another day, another story. Liberation Day is a day, often a public holiday, that marks the liberation of a place, similar to an Independence Day. Liberation marks the date of either a revolution, as in Cuba, the fall of a dictatorship, as in Portugal, or the end of an occupation by another state, as in the Netherlands, thereby differing from original Independence Day or creation of statehood. Liberation Day typically refers to the day a country or region celebrates its liberation from oppressive rule or occupation. It's a day of national significance, often marked by ceremonies, parades, and other commemorative events. Welcome to Tabo Eminent Channel. The exact date and significance of Liberation Day vary from place to place depending on historical context. For example, it could refer to the liberation from colonial rule, the end of a dictatorship, or the defeat of an occupying force during a war. It's a day to reflect on the struggles and sacrifices made for freedom and to celebrate the achievements of those who fought for it. Liberation marks the date of either a revolution, as in Cuba, the fall of a dictatorship, as in Portugal, or the end of an occupation by another state, as in the Netherlands, thereby differing from original Independence Day or creation of statehood. In the fictional country of Viridia, nestled in the heart of a continent torn by years of conflict, Liberation Day holds profound significance. Decades ago, Viridia was under the iron grip of a tyrannical regime known as the Dominion. The Dominion, led by the ruthless General Varick, subjected the people of Viridia to oppression, censorship, and fear. But the spirit of resistance simmered beneath the surface. Brave individuals, inspired by the vision of a free Viridia, formed underground movements, risking their lives to oppose the Dominion's rule. They spread messages of hope, organized acts of defiance, and garnered support from both within and beyond Viridia's borders. The turning point came with the formation of the Viridian Liberation Front, VLF, a unified coalition of rebel factions committed to overthrowing the Dominion. Through strategic coordination and daring guerrilla tactics, the VLF launched a series of coordinated strikes against key Dominion installations, weakening their hold on power. Finally, on a fateful day in the midst of a fierce uprising, Viridia's capital city erupted in jubilation as news spread like wildfire. The Dominion had fallen. General Varick, once feared as an untouchable despot, was captured, and his regime crumbled beneath the weight of its own brutality. Liberation Day dawned bright and hopeful, a symbol of triumph over tyranny. Streets once patrolled by Dominion enforcers now teemed with jubilant crowds, waving flags and banners emblazoned with the colors of freedom. Families reunited, tears of joy mingling with shouts of victory. But as the celebrations echoed through the streets, the people of Viridia knew that their struggle was far from over. Rebuilding a shattered nation would require resilience, cooperation, and a steadfast commitment to the values of democracy and justice. Liberation Day became not only a commemoration of past victories but a rallying cry for the challenges that lay ahead, a reminder that true freedom is earned through sacrifice and shared determination. As the sun rose on Liberation Day in Viridia, the air was charged with a palpable sense of liberation. For years, the people had lived under the oppressive rule of the Dominion, their freedoms curtailed, their voices silenced. But on this day, they stood united, their spirits unbroken by the trials of the past. In the bustling city squares and tranquil villages alike, crowds gathered to commemorate the momentous occasion. Banners fluttered in the breeze, bearing symbols of resilience and hope. Survivors of the resistance movement, their faces weathered by years of struggle, shared tales of courage and sacrifice, inspiring a new generation to cherish the hard-won freedoms they now enjoyed. At the heart of the celebrations stood the Memorial Plaza, a solemn tribute to those who had paid the ultimate price in the fight for liberty. Here, beneath the shadow of towering monuments, families laid wreaths of flowers and whispered prayers for the fallen. It was a poignant reminder that the road to freedom was paved with the blood of heroes, their legacy immortalized in the collective memory of a grateful nation. But amidst the revelry, there lingered a sobering awareness of the challenges that lay ahead. The scars of war ran deep, and rebuilding Viridia would require more than just bricks and mortar. It would demand reconciliation, forgiveness, and a commitment to building a society where justice and equality reigned supreme. In the years that followed, Viridia underwent a remarkable transformation. Democratic institutions took root, ensuring that the voices of all citizens were heard and respected. Schools flourished, offering education to children who had known only the shadow of oppression. And across the nation, communities came together to rebuild what had been destroyed, forging bonds of solidarity that transcended the divisions of the past. Liberation Day became not just a celebration of freedom, but a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. It was a day to honor the sacrifices of the past, to cherish the blessings of the present, and to renew the commitment to building a future where peace and prosperity flourished for all. And as the sun set on another Liberation Day in Viridia, the echoes of hope rang out across the land, a promise of a brighter tomorrow for generations to come. In the heart of Viridia, a nation once shackled by the heavy chains of oppression, Liberation Day emerged as a beacon of hope, a testament to the indomitable spirit of its people. The tale of Viridia's struggle for freedom echoed through generations, a saga of courage, sacrifice, and the unwavering belief in a better tomorrow. The Dominion's grip on Viridia had been tight, its rule marked by cruelty and injustice. But within the shadows, resistance simmered, fueled by the whispers of defiance and the flicker of hope. Brave souls, from all walks of life, dared to challenge the tyranny, knowing full well the risks they faced. Among them was Elena, a young woman whose fiery determination burned brighter than the sun that illuminated Viridia's skies. Born into the heart of the resistance, she carried the weight of her people's dreams on her shoulders. With every step she took, with every word she spoke, she vowed to defy the Dominion's iron fist. As Liberation Day dawned, Elena stood at the forefront of a nation on the brink of freedom. The streets thrummed with anticipation, the air electric with the promise of change. But even amidst the jubilation, she knew that their victory was not yet assured. The final battle loomed on the horizon, a clash between the forces of tyranny and the righteous fury of the oppressed. In the heart of Viridia's capital, the Dominion's stronghold stood as a fortress of darkness, a bastion of cruelty and fear. It was here that the fate of a nation would be decided. With courage as their shield and hope as their sword, the people of Viridia marched forth, united in their quest for liberation. The streets echoed with the thunderous roar of their defiance, a chorus of voices raised in defiance of oppression. And as they laid siege to the Dominion's fortress, Elena stood at the forefront, her spirit unbroken, her resolve unwavering. In the final, decisive battle, victory hung in the balance, teetering on the edge of oblivion. But in the end, it was the courage of the people, the strength of their unity, that carried the day. The Dominion's forces crumbled beneath the weight of their own tyranny, their reign of terror coming to an end. As the sun set on Liberation Day, Viridia stood reborn, its chains shattered, its spirit unbound. And amidst the ruins of the old order, a new dawn emerged, casting its light upon a nation free at last. Thanks for watching. Request you to subscribe the channel.